Hey guys, Tough Thumbs here. So, I'm done apologizing for no videos lately. It's very busy. Very busy and you get very tired at the end of the day. And I like to have stuff finished. So, this is another Tanic this, Tanic that knife video. Just before I start, guys, I'm not saying people are haters. I mean, there's a lot of people asking me about not pimping knives anymore. Right now, I'm not. And that is because the way to basically be successful in life is to keep moving forward. And my plan from the start was never to pimp knives for the rest of my life. It was always the end goal of becoming a knife maker. So I see that in my path and I'm taking it. And if anybody's got a problem with that, I'm sorry, because I'm not going to stay in one place, guys. I'm going to keep growing and just trying new things. And I can't see why anybody would find that upsetting or whatever. But I mean, there's just a couple comments and I'm just like, and I'm not upset by it or anything like that. I'm just trying to tell you, you know, you have to grow in life. I mean, just staying in place, you know, literally you won't go anywhere. So for those of you who don't want to see me succeed or just want me to pimp knives for the rest of my life, like, I'm sorry. Deal with it. So anyway, moving on to the fun stuff for the people who actually enjoy what I do, and great people out there who've been really awesome about the Tanics. I'm really super excited about them. Like, I can't even sleep at night still. I actually am going on vacation in about a week and a half, so it's crazy. I mean, I've heard of everybody talking about this vacation thing many times, but I've never actually seen one myself. I mean, I think I remember when I was a child, something about a beach, maybe a, what was that word, relaxing. Yeah, relaxing, yeah, that's what it is, apparently. So anyway, before I get to it, a few knives that I have been EDCing, minus this guy. So my Tanic just never leaves my pocket, ever. I love it. Placed the backspacer with Damascus. I think I showed you guys that the other day. Ran out of the tie and all I had was Damascus bits pretty much for backspacers. Just little pieces that couldn't be anything but backspacers, or maybe a pot clip. This belongs to my buddy Seth. Good dude. He's been a customer of mine. One of his knives is in this video. This is his Horton TAC 4. Gorgeous knife. Probably a grail knife for me, but he won't let it go. So I was just kind of messing around with it. He let me borrow it for a day, sending his Tanic with it. Blade HQ, nice enough to hook me up with these two. I got a good deal on them. You know, they scratch my back, I scratch theirs, you know. They know my weakness is knives. And I was excited about these. I'm waiting for the RJ flipper, but he had one of these. He's like, you still want it? Or he's like, you want it? And I'm like, yeah, I'll take it, whatever. Because I liked it. It was my initial, like, first choice for the new ZTs coming out. But then, you know, the more I saw the RJ, the more I wanted that one a lot more. So I still got that coming, but this one, in the meantime, you know, I got it and I just instantly was like, wow, this is a perfect knife for the money. I mean, what is it, like between 150 and 180? You got Elmex steel, full titanium, milled pattern in it, over a steel lock bar insert, nice low ride clip, ZT quality, gorgeous grind, stone wash finish, Rexford design. I mean, Rexford, apparently he's pretty good at making knives. This is what I hear. I'm just kidding. You got the, you know, the bearings in there, the plastic, what the hell are they called? Standoffs, ridiculous action, perfect lockup, no movement whatsoever. This will be probably a 560 murderer for me, for sure. I will, you know, I have no interest in the 560 anymore after this one. I like full tie, that's my thing. I like full tie a lot, and the 560 was never full tie. This doesn't have those like weird like jimping that hurts your finger. I mean, I love the 560, don't get me wrong. I fully say it's a great knife. I've seen too many with weird problems with them, and just, it was never as comfortable as I wanted it to be, but definitely would recommend the 560 still. But this knife is a lot better, I think. I mean, it's gorgeous. It looks like a Rexford, which is a plus. Don't know which one it's based off of. I don't want to say the Epicenter. I don't quite follow, I follow Rexford, but I don't, because he's one of those knife makers that I want his knife so bad that I just stay away from it completely, because I'll never get one, because they're just so expensive that I don't want to fool myself and get myself excited like I'm going to get one. So It's just how it is sometimes. Me and my buddy were talking about the other day, the knife makers that you just ignore because you know you'll never get one, and it's just way out of my range. So, but he definitely deserves the respect and ridiculous prices his knives are fetching. They're just perfect. So, same with Horton here, and Tom Mayo as well. I had a Mayo here from Brian. It was just beautiful. I mean, if the knife is perfect, they deserve it. I mean, yeah, they're hard to get, but you know what? They're hard to get and perfect quality. But this is a production run in my eyes. This is an absolutely flawless production knife. I have not done a cut test with it. I haven't seen how the edge holds up, so that is yet to be seen. But I was going to be like, maybe I'll just get rid of it right away, but I'm definitely going to keep this and put it in with my productions. It is so smooth. I highly recommend it. If anybody was on the fence about it, get it. Seriously. And from Blade HQ, because they're freaking awesome. I love Blade HQ. You know, they're just great people. And also got the GDC Boker. I don't want to spend too much time on this either because I'm running out of time. I got like 6 Tanics to show. Not 6, but this one's awesome. GDC awesome. The Federal awesome. It's perfect. Lockup's perfect. It's not the same as the real one, but Boker has stepped up their game and fixed a lot of their problems they had with their frame lock. So I got a lot of respect for that. Acknowledging a problem is a lot better than sitting there and defending it for no reason. So anyway, moving on. So first Tanic, we got the Timascus Tanic. I gotta send this out. Sean Riva wanted me to keep it and show it in really good lighting, but there hasn't been a day where I've been able to show it in a nice lighting, and I haven't had time to show it. Whenever it was nice out, I was out or something, or had to get back, or I was too busy to just stop everything and film it. So Sean, I'll send this out tomorrow morning, first thing. It is continued to be the most perfect Tanic I've ever made. It's just flawless. It is so perfect. Like everything about this one is just so amazing. Just perfect. So you'll see, man. I cannot wait till you get it. Thank you for letting me hold on to it to do a video, but unfortunately, I was gonna have to do a picture video of it, guys. So next up, this one's for my boy overseas. I talked to him today. Can't quite send him pictures, and he wanted more blue in his Tanic. So I basically kept it a little longer. I wanted to wow him a bit, and I wanted to do something. I didn't want it to ruin the stonewash, and just, you know, because it was stonewash with the blue insert here, blue backspacer and the blue insert here, and he wanted all blue, and I was just like, no, man, like that's not gonna work for me. You're not gonna. It's just gonna be all blue, so there was no point to the inlays. So he left it open to me. He's like, tell me if you think this is a good idea, and I said no, based on the fact that it would make the whole thing pointless. But so he understood right away, and I came up with something that I really like. And I think it's cool as shit. So you got a blue spatter here. So you still got your stonewash, but you got the anodizing like spattered around. Let me see if I can get a good shot of this, because it's crazy looking. Yeah. So it's blue. You got the stonewash. There's more blue there for you, dude. I really like it. And when you look closely, I don't think it's going to show on camera. Every single one of these, it's just some weird effect I had. Every single one of these splotches of blue is outlined with a really like a pencil thin line of purple, like tracing every single thing. It's absolutely insane. I don't know why that happened, but I'm cool with it. So dude, this is where it's going to be right now. Hopefully you like it. I can't really run it by you. I'll try to send you some pics in the emails tonight and give me a call. It's good, so I like it a lot. Fixture detent, I had a minor issue with it, and he said he didn't care, but I did. Basically, you would touch it right here, and it'd move a little bit, but it no longer does that. Put the bigger detent in it, fix it up. It's gorgeous. Polished up the screws to match the polished blade, kind of bring everything together. I still yet to do these two, but I think it's a good look for it. I love it. And it sparked a Persian frenzy here, or a Bowie frenzy. So next up, this is mine actually. I made this one. This is the Baby Tanic. I don't have specs exactly, and I don't have enough time in this video because I just don't want to make it like 30 minutes long. But I'll give you a shot here of how big it is compared to the original Tanic. Now this, I'm probably going to keep this one because it is Tanic Zero blade, which used to be on mine. I actually changed the blade out because when I did this blade for the original, I basically was so excited I didn't finish grinding it and didn't realize it, so it was so thick that I could never get it sharp. So it went up, 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 and it just started to look really bad. So it turned into like a mini Tanic blade. So I made it even smaller, reground it, made a mini Tanic, and I really, really like it a lot. I mean, it's just a hair smaller in every way. I mean, it's not too much smaller, but it actually, if you really take a look at it and you feel it, this thing feels like a monster compared to this. And this thing's just perfect size. It's very, very ergonomic, just like this one, but even more so. I like the way it looks closed. It looks different. There's a bit more of a swoop up here. I don't know if this is the end result or the end design for the smaller Tanic, but this is just kind of what I did with one of the messed up Tanic blades and 2 messed up parts for, you know, because there's a lot of trial and error with these, and so I don't want to put anything to waste, and I love this one a lot. So, and next up, so first we got 2 new ones. One of them not finished, one of them completed, and I love it. That one's for Killer Elite. So this first one up here, now this in no way will be done. I mean, I don't want to do it unless I have permission from Tom Mayo. I have tried to get a hold of him a few times. I'm not good at emailing people. I tried calling him, he lists his number, and I didn't get an answer from him, so this in no way is me biting Mayo, or his style whatsoever. No disrespect meant by it at all. I had a request for Mayo holes, and I don't want to do that unless I have permission. It's for a friend, and I owed him, and he really wanted it, and I was really curious. So this is the Mayo style holes on my Tanic, and I love it. I love it. Tom Mayo has always been one of my top makers. The first knife that I said that would basically show me that I've reached my pinnacle of collecting, that I said was a Bob Lum or a Tom Mayo. So for me, they're the top shit and the knives I want the most. Above all the cool trendy shit that's out there, they are, like, to me, they really got me into knives. So you have a beautiful Persian blade here. I love the Persian. I keep saying Persian. It's Bowie style. The Bowie / Persian, whatever you want to call it. I love it. I may be doing it more standard on everything. It might be the actual blade shape for this completely. It just works just really well. So you have the nice heat colored pivot with a hole in it, which is kind of cool. And then you have the Mayo holes here, which is not easy to do. I mean, there's no straightness to this knife at all. So basically there's subtle steps down here just to get it slightly curved with it, because it looks weird otherwise. But as you can see, 3, 3, and 3. These are 3/16 size holes, a little bigger than he does. I wanted to make it as different as I could from a Mayo, but at the same time, still a Mayo style. Just everything's nice and perfectly smoothed out. You know, it'll never be as perfect as a Mayo. Mayos are just absolutely flawless. This one, again, is not finished. As you can see, there's no tip on it, so it sticks out. I basically bring that down a lot when I grind it. As you can see, there's no edge whatsoever. It's just thick. So when a lot of bit comes off there, so it doesn't stick up at all, like it is right now. 3 holes in the back. No clip yet. I have not done that. Timascus backspacer with the holes in it. Really like this one. It's very smooth and very perfect. Sort of like a Mayo, but that, you guys, I gotta admit, I was a little on the fence about the Bowie, but it really is beautiful on this thing. I mean, I sort of don't like that my personal Tanic not like that, but you know. But I love this one. It's beautiful. It's just for a good guy too. So look at that. That's beautiful. These 3 little holes just look great. And no, I'm not going to put anything underneath of it. Just beautiful. So this one and the next one are 2 examples of people that basically didn't give me much room for being creative. But I did anyway, and it came out perfect, and they're happy, and I'm happy. So this one is not finished. You'll see more of this when it's done. There's going to be some additions onto it, make it a little nicer. The clip is going to be pretty cool. So finally, this one I am super psyched about because Dave, Killer Elite, I've talked to him for a long time. You guys know that. He's had a lot of stuff here, a lot of stuff pimped. He's bought a lot of my knives. I consider him somewhat of a friend, if I get my WR. Just kidding, bro. But, you know, one thing I know about Dave that always annoyed me is he never lets me just have fun with his knives. He just always just, hey, I want to watch paint dry and grass grow. I'm boring. So, green, OD green. And then I'll always just kind of do something here or there that he doesn't expect and he'll like it. So, it was the same with this. I was a little hesitant at first, but then I kind of got an idea of how it would look, and I added some things to it, and it turned out perfect. Way beyond what I thought it would be, because I thought it was a pretty boring idea. Just a flame heat treat, whatever. But I do have the ability to do this heat coloring, but I don't do it very often. And I think I'm going to be doing it more, and more intricate too. So without further ado, this is the Killer Elite Camo Heat Treat. So you have the largest blade on a Tanic yet. I will get into that in some other video. I did a slight modification to it to make it actually have more length to it. So you got the beautiful Persian blade. The perfect logo on there, Dave. Jesus. He's always like, oh, make sure my logo is crisp and clean. Well, there you go. Nice and crisp and clean. And then you have the just beautifully heat colored camo style anodizing. That's just, and the other side, ugh, God. This pot clip just turned out disgusting. I love it. It's got a Bowie curve here to match the blade. All the screws have this awesome, really dark, almost like it's coated. Oh, that's a good song for this. And the first time ever, Tanics standoffs here. I think I'm feeling up for a cut test. What do you guys say, huh? It's that freaking paper from back in the day here. I can't do it. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I can't do it. I swear to God. Yep, I can't do it. I can't do it. Just forget it. Forget it. I quit. I don't even think it's funny anymore to anybody. I think it's just sad, actually. So I'll never do it again. Everything's all dirty and wet in my shop. But yeah, this one, it's just really nice. It's perfectly centered, as you can't see. The swedge has a slight bit more on one side, which makes it look just the. That's the part I hate about swedges. Is it can make the blade look off center, as you can see like that. But I mean, if you see the centering on the blade there, it is dead nuts center. That's what sucks about swedges, especially swedges this extreme. I mean, it's a pretty extreme swedge there. It just basically comes down here a hair more on one side, as you can see. You can't really even see it actually. I mean, it's even hard to tell, like, just by looking at it, that one of these comes down a little farther, which makes one side look like it goes out farther than the other. So basically we're gonna have to do a whole overhaul regrind on this, unless Dave's cool with it, just having a minor human error that makes absolutely no difference whatsoever to any of the functionality. Other than that, it is absolutely one of my favorites. It's very clean. As far as, you know, favorites goes, it's in a different category than like the Tanic or the. Speaking of that, I wonder if Canon got his Tanic. But that clip, you'll be seeing more of this out of me, guys, because I had a whole bunch of fun with this. I think I really got what I was trying to do down on the clip more than the rest of the scale. I'm happy with the rest of the knife, but I really had some fun here. I just got an idea.